Benita, that's Yosh, and this is our daughter Tallulah May. We're a family of 3 that have been sailing around the world for the last 5 years on board our 40-foot sailboat Nandji.
It's hard to believe, but Benita and I have been together coming up 10 years now, and in those 10 years, we've lived in a typical house for less than 1. We've always enjoyed exploring and have attempted to continually seek out alternative ways of living. Now back in Australia once more, we've continued our trend of living a life on the go, and so far here in Oz, we've slept in a caravan, a shed, explored in a converted van, and now for our last adventure around home before returning to Nandji, we are exploring in a rooftop tent.
We are really missing our boat, Nandji. She's in Indonesia at the moment, and we're just back home trying to sort out our lives, see family and friends again, and we've just had a lot of life admin that we need to wrap up here before we can leave, and so it's just taking a lot longer than we expected, but once this is done it's just going to be a huge weight off of our shoulders, and since we only return home every few years, it's kind of hard to do some of this stuff remotely, so yeah, we're just ticking all of the boxes while we're here, and it's just it's been awesome seeing our family and friends again, but we are travelers and we need to keep moving. We have this thing inside of us that just doesn't want to sit still. As much as living in a house and being back home provides a feeling of stability, which is kind of nice, but we also don't enjoy that as well. We really enjoy the spice of life, so we've hired this amazing car. It is incredible, and so yeah, we're going to go exploring around our home state, South Australia. This is just giving me life. Oh, this is some serious business. Getting serious.
Man, the South Australian coastline is so rugged, so remote, so beautiful. After looking at white sand and palm beaches and green and lots of greenery sort of stuff in the islands, coming home, you get that little bit of a shock just how vast and rugged and raw it is. That's the Southern Ocean out there behind me. Kangaroo Island, you can see there's a bit of a blur off in the distance. This is just straight up out of the Antarctic. Outside right now is 12 degrees. That water is 12 degrees, so it's almost worth going surfing. But the waves are bad, so I'm not gonna. Nothing to do with the fact that I'm freezing. I used to come down to this beach with the boys and we would go surfing, so you'd park up the top of the hill here and then walk down the hill and surf the beachy out the front here, which is super fun. But it is really cold today and it's really windy, so we might go somewhere a little bit more protected so we can make ourselves a coffee and a lovely hot drink and snuggle up.
We need a place to stay for the night, and on Wikicamps I found this place called Parawa CFS Hall. So it's actually the Country Fire Service hall here, and they let people camp on the grounds around it with a donation. So there's a few other campers around, which isn't ideal, but it's pretty good. It's pretty okay. So there's a toilet block here, which is really handy, and we just really need somewhere to rest for the night. So perfect. Well, first things first, we have to pop the rooftop tent. Have you ever done this before, Yosh?
No, mate, not at all. But these are all the rave in Australia. I don't know if rooftop tents are something elsewhere in the world, but in Australia, it's all about having your four-wheel drive and your rooftop tent. So we thought we'd jump on that bandwagon, kick outside of van life, a different way of alternative living on the roof.
What? Are you sure it's coming out this way? Are you? Tell us a story, Lullabug. Tell us a story. Alright, this isn't gonna fall?
No, that's it.
Is it? Okay. 100%?
Yeah. Yeah, jump in. Right. Your feet are filthy.
Oh, are they? I tried. Alright, where's the sheets? Thank you. Blanket. Alright, that's done.
Now I need to sort dinner out.
This upstairs tent pit is actually pretty roomy. It's quite spacious for the two of us, or 4 of us sleeping here very comfortably, and there's still plenty of extra room. Head height's not really a worry, but you are still sleeping in a tent. Maybe if this was on the ground it might feel a bit different because you might want to stand up in it, but because we are up on top of the car, it just feels big, feels very spacious.
It's always like that with yogurt, hey, like you get to the end and you're like, is there more? Tonight we have salmon and veggies. So normally when we have fish we have salad because we're in a tropical climate, but tonight we're having it with veggies. Alright, the car came with everything already in it, so we've got this container with all of our cooking utensils. Hopefully we have a spatula. Spatula? Check.
It's only the back end of summer here in South Australia, but it doesn't mean it's warm. It's 16 degrees at the moment and I don't have a jumper and I'm wearing bonitas. I'm cooking so I can stand around the little gas cooker because it's the only flame and heat. So with our salmon we're going to have some veggies, a lot of greens, broccolini, Brussels sprouts. Does anyone eat Brussels sprouts? Bonita's like, oh yeah, we have some Brussels sprouts. You love them, Yosh, don't you? I'm not sure anyone loves Brussels sprouts, but they are good for you. So I will eat them, because we've got heaps of butter. So we got broccolini, Brussels sprouts, and some boiled spuds. Oh, it's the spot to be.
Yummy. Delicious.
How'd that go?
Very good.
Okay, good. It's 13 degrees outside. 13 degrees. Freezing cold.
Well, how's the visibility?
Well, you just come over the top of the hill and it's like, bam, in the clouds.
Amazing. Is it?
Well, this is like the deadliest road. This has got to be close to it. You can drive a bit slower, right? You're like a rally driver. Just take it easy,
so
dude.
Nice. Just trying to take it all in.
Yeah. Well, just take it easy. Dugga. She gets a bit steep here.
Where's the 26% freaking sign?
On the brakes.
It's alright, mate. Just come down. Give me the sun.
You're too heavy. I can feel it skidding.
Do you want to drive?
Yeah, I think I do, eh? I think it might be better.
Just drops off.
This road's hectic.
These rolling hills are absolutely gorgeous, and there's lots of farmlands here with sheep and cows, and they're all grazing on these beautiful hills. And we've just come to the end of summer, so we're in autumn at the moment, and normally, like during winter, all of this grass is a bright green, gorgeous, lush colour. So we're at the end of summer. It's a little bit dry at the moment, but it's just amazing how much this landscape can change through the seasons with the different colours that come through. We're actually on a peninsula. It's called the Fleurieu Peninsula, and the weather has taken a turn for the worst today. It's actually really windy, and there's not a lot of places to hide. We're going to grab some firewood and head on over to the west side of the peninsula to hopefully we can hide away from some of the wind over that way.
All right, so we pulled over because we're on a wood run, and there's heaps of these pine trees, big rows of pine trees everywhere through here, because they must have been planted as windbreaks back in the day. But pine needles and pine cones are great fire starters, so we're going to load up on these sorts of things. And wood run, wood run. You got to scream wood run, wood run. It's a pretty healthy patch to start with. We don't know where we're going to camp, so we don't know what there's going to be, so we figure we might as well get everything needed to have a fire for at least a couple of hours. Because it's so needed, because we are freezing.
It's lunchtime. We found this beautiful car park that's down at the water, so what a great place to cook up some food. I think we're going to have an egg sandwich for lunch today.
Lila, you look cute.
Josh counts Tim Tams. He's like, I've had one, you've had two. Wow! You had one more Tim Tam than me.
There's only one packet of Tim Tams. We'd definitely be counting those Tims and Tams. Fun to do that. The joys of a peninsula. So on that other side, it's just howling with the southerly and this southeast wind, blowing a good 20 knots. But the joys of hills and a peninsula means it's offshore on the other side, so we've made our way over, and yeah, it's sick over this side. Nice and glassy, and got this pretty cute little beach. Turns out you can drive down it and you can have dogs off leash. So this sounds pretty well perfect for us, thank you team. All right, we're on. Let's do this. What do the tides say?
So they're going to rise another 30 centimetres. High tide is in about 6 hours time, but I think it should be okay. Yeah, it is quite a popular beach for people to four-wheel drive on and camp on. Like, there's photos of the whole beach just covered in four-wheel drive, so it's okay. This is not my forte.
Benita's super scared. I'm frothing. Look at Tallulah. Tallulah's frothing. Calm down, Mama Bear. Poor Mama. That's why there has to be one sensible one and one silly one. Benita's the smart one and the brave one. See how much fun you're having. It's all about the campsite, isn't it, Lula Bug? Stages of building a fire. We got our big stuff, medium stuff, all the little twigs, and then our pine cones, because pine cones burn really hot and they're really good for a fire. And then we got pine needles that we're going to help start the fire with. So we'll first build a little pyramid around those pine needles with the little stuff. We don't actually have any sort of fire starter, but then we realized we have a butane cooker. So we're going to spark up the old butane cooker, try to transfer a bit of shapes onto the fire.
Yes.
cuddle. You cold too, puppy. Oh, you're all right. Sit down next to the old bush TV. That's so Australian, isn't it? Yeah. Sit down the old bush TV, boys. Now that we've got a kick-ass camp set up, fire going, all the tents up, mum, baby happy, dog happy. None of us have had a bath for a couple of days. Ooh, into that freezing cold ocean we go.
Antarctic water.
Antarctic water. -12. Woo! That fire is as stoked as it's ever going to be. We're going to get clean.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, it's...
It looks so cold. How was it?
It's actually like when you go
Wow,
under,
you're not even like climbing for your...
super freezing.
You don't even want the towel yet.
Yeah, your body just like goes instantly cold. Oh, can't feel anything.
Refreshing?
Oh, jingos. That's living. Oh. Your turn.
Oh, why am I doing this? I'm ready to go.
Go, Mum.
Ready to go.
Bit fresh, Mama?
It's actually really nice. Yeah.
It's not too bad, eh?
No, that was epic. I really enjoyed it. I feel really good.
It's like a little ice bath. You're not even that bad either, are you? You're not running for it.
I'm fine.
Good work.
Yeah, I loved it. That was so good.
I actually feel really good now too. I don't feel cold at all. I guess it's just my feet were cold before, but now I'm just cold head to toe.
You're right, Mama.
Really wants to swim.
We're just gonna have a really quick and easy dinner tonight. So I knew that we were gonna be cold, so I got something that would warm us up on the inside. So I got the ricotta and spinach agnolotti, which is like little pasta parcels. And then also we're just gonna have some veg as well, and I'm gonna put it in like a pesto sauce. It's super easy to cook and it tastes amazing. So yeah, warm hug on the inside. Oh, heavenly. Gotta have your greens.
Camping food, you gotta keep it simple, stupid. First lesson in camping, Leatherbug. Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah.
It's meant to take 5 minutes to cook, but it's so cold that the cooker couldn't quite boil. So it's taking a bit longer, but we're done.
So it's taking a bit longer, but we're done. Taking a bit longer, but we're done. Taking a bit longer, but we're done. What is it? Taking a bit longer, but we're done. How quick can you say that? That's actually a few words you can rattle off the tongue. All right, close your mouth. Eat your food, silly. Sorry.
It doesn't look very good, but it's gonna taste really good. It's gonna taste really good, so who cares?
Yeah, you're right, Mum. Doesn't look very good.
You have to mix it in. Is that so hard? I need...
It looks awesome, Benita. Thank you very much, Mum. Thanks for cooking dinner.
Here you go.
Thanks, Mum.
Trust me, it's gonna taste so good.
It looks really good. Thank you. What time of the night is it, Mum?
It's big dog time.
Oh, yeah. Get the big dog on.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Ow, ow, ow. Is that what you do?
Wind changed direction. That's what's going on.
that was the worst night's sleep ever.
There was so much wind.
It's Lula, my goodness. Oh my God. Well, that wraps up our time here. It's been such an epic little spot to camp up for the night. And the golden rule of camping is to take everything that you brought with you away again. Leave nothing but footprints and tire tracks. And if you are going to go to the toilet, make sure you do it as far away from the camp as you possibly can. And take all of your toilet paper with you again as well, and bury that stuff. So that's the golden rule. We want everyone to be able to experience places like this, and we want more of these places. So let's do the right thing. I am so tired. I feel like I look so tired. It has been, I'm not sure what, it's just been a massive week for us, and we haven't been getting much sleep. So I think I'm just dying for a coffee, to be honest. We haven't got enough water for coffee this morning, so let's wrap this campsite up and go and get some more coffee.
Alright. Time for swimming.